Hey guys, it's Vanessa Terry here with Notary to Notary, and this is actually one of my most requested videos. I'm going to share with you my top 5 most memorable moments working as a notary signing agent. So my number 5 experience as a notary signing agent is when I actually completed a closing for a senator in my state, and I had to go to the General Assembly to complete it. Now, when you accept jobs as a notary signing agent, you are given the signing location, but not necessarily where you're signing at, like if it's a business or things like that. So when I plugged in the address into my GPS, I assumed it was downtown Richmond, but I didn't know where I was going. And then as I started getting closer to the location, I said, wait a minute. I was a little confused as to where I was actually signing at. So I called the borrower, and he did confirm I was going to the General Assembly. And it was actually a senator that I was doing the closing for. So it was really exciting. I was very nervous when I walked in. Everything was like super organized. Everyone was like all professional. And so it was definitely a humbling experience. The senator and his wife were very sweet. They're very kind. But I went through the closing like a regular closing, and you just don't think that people of that statute would do the same things that we do on a day-to-day basis. But it was very exciting to say the least, and I would definitely love to do that again. Number 4. So my 4th most memorable experience as a notary signing agent is when I went to like a mansion style house. Now, as a notary signing agent, you go to so many different kinds of houses, and I've seen a lot of large homes, but this one definitely took the cake. It was like super, super huge. I can't even explain how big it was, and it was beautiful. The lawn was amazing. I have so many ideas for my house, my dream home now, that I want to implement from that house. But it was amazing, and the couple there were so sweet and welcoming. But the point of this story was the coffee they gave me, okay? So every time you go to someone's appointment, a notary signing appointment, they usually offer you water. Like, I have more than enough bottles of water in my car, okay? But the coffee, okay? So the coffee came from Costa Rica, and they offered me, they said, would you like a cup of coffee? And I was like, oh, sure, thank you. And they said, did you want sugar, cream? I'm a French vanilla kind of girl. And when they gave me the coffee, it looked like a regular cup of coffee. And she said, oh, it came from Costa Rica. And I said, oh, thank you. When I took one sip of that coffee, it was the best coffee I ever had in my life, okay? It was amazing. Even to this day, I did that signing maybe like 3 years ago, and it's still the best cup of coffee I've ever had in my life. It was absolutely phenomenal. So that's my number 4 most memorable moment as a notary signing agent. Number 3 most memorable moment as a notary signing agent. So of course, with the good comes the bad, okay? So people are always asking me, do I feel safe when I go to closings? Is there ever a time where I feel like I'm in danger, I need to leave? And that usually never happens, like hardly ever. But there are times when they're like close calls or like very memorable moments. And this one loan closing experience I had was during the day. It was a mom, and she was refinancing her home, and we were signing her loan documents. And as we were signing the documents, you could hear some arguing happening in the house between her children. And so they were arguing, and we're still signing, and she's just laughing, and she's like, oh, they always fight, they're fine, teenagers, how they do, which I think they were like 18, it might not have been teenagers, but teenagers. And so we're going through her closing disclosure and her deed of trust and her note, and then next thing I know, the kids come into, the kids, 18-year-olds, come into the living room, and they're arguing with each other, and they're yelling at each other, and we just stop, and we look at them, and the mom said, you know what, take that outside. And they proceeded to go outside, and so I thought it was over. So here we go, and so where we were sitting, you could see the outside of the backyard, because we were like in the living room, but you could see the backyard. And so they went outside, we assumed it was over. And we kept on going through her closing. At this point, we were about done. She only had about maybe 2 or 3 more pages to sign. And the next thing we know, you can hear all this rumbling, all this noise. The kids are out there fighting each other. And of course, I'm like, oh my gosh, what are we gonna do? And the mom is like, they're fine, don't worry about it. They do this all the time. And so I was like, okay, you know what? Let's just get this done. Let's get this over with, because I need to go before they bring that back inside. So sometimes that does happen where you have altercations in the home, but it's very rare. Usually it's just like words that happens between like spouses or something like that. But that was definitely a memorable moment for sure. My number 2 most memorable notary signing agent appointment. Okay, so I did say that, of course, with the good comes the bad. So this is another bad story. You know, when you work as a notary signing agent, you're going to people's homes and people have pets, right? So I had a closing appointment, which I called before I got there, of course, just to let them know, hey, I'm about 20 minutes away. I'll be there shortly. And so I arrived at this big house. It was nice. It had a fence outside. So my rule of thumb as a notary signing agent, whenever a house has a fence outside, I always make noise like at the fence, just in case there's a dog in there. They can hear me before I come in and they can run up to me. So I made noise at the fence. You know, I touch the fence a little bit, shake it, make sure if it's a dog in there, they know I'm coming in. And no dog came up. So I said, okay, there must not be a dog here. And I opened the fence and I start walking up the patio, the little sidewalk to the door. And I get to the door and I ring the doorbell once and I wait. Then ring the doorbell again and I wait. And then I start to hear the little pitter-patter of feet, okay? Pitter-patter of feet coming from the back of the house, outside the house, to the front of the house, which I knew had to be a dog. So at this point, I'm going into like fight mode, right? And so I turn around and this huge dog, okay? It had to be like, I don't know, super huge, big brown dog is running around the patio, the porch, to me. And so the porch is really big. So he had a nice ways to go so I could figure out what's my plan. What am I going to do? And so I get in between the door and the screen. So I'm like crushed in between the screen door and I'm pushing the screen close to me. So he really couldn't get in there, just like his face. And he runs up to the porch and he's barking, 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 barking. He's trying to get to me. And I have my loan documents and I'm like shooing him away. And so he's barking, barking, barking. And then he runs back down the steps. And I'm just like staring, and then he runs back up and he starts barking again, trying to get me, and I'm shooing him with the loan documents. And then he runs back down and he gives me the eye of death. Do you know what that is? That's when dogs like stand firm and they just growl at you and let you know they're coming for you. That's what he did to me. And I said, okay, at this point, it's survival of the fittest. Someone's got to win, someone's got to lose. So I'm like, okay, what am I going to do? So I start looking for people in the neighborhood. Like I know someone is out here because it's daytime. There has to be someone out here. There's no one outside, literally no one. So I'm calling for people and there's no one outside. So here he comes, running back up again. And I'm shooing him away. Mind you, in between all the shooing, I'm kicking the door, right, with my foot. Like, you know how you kick from the back? I'm kicking the door and elbowing the door like, yo, open this door, please, right? No one opens the door. I said, okay. When I entered the fence, I closed it back. So this is what's going through my mind as the dog runs down the porch. I could take off running, but I'd have to hop the fence, okay? I haven't hopped the fence in, I don't know, since I was like 8 or something, okay? But you know, in that time of fight or flight, it kind of kicked in. And I said, okay, Vanessa, if you're going to, at this point, I really felt like I'm going to die. I felt like this dog's going to eat my face and I'm going to die. And so I said, either you hop that fence, you just have to put all you have and hop that fence, or you're not going to make it. So I don't know what happened with the dog. I have no idea what made him do this, but he ran down the stairs and he ran back to the back of the house. And within like 2 seconds, I was like, okay, Vanessa, this is your chance. This is where you get away. And right beside me, you know those big like pots, big pottery pots that are on the porches? You have like your plants in it, things like that. There was one right beside me, but there was no plants in it. It was just empty, but it was heavy. And so my plan was, I know for animal lovers, you might feel like, oh my gosh, Vanessa, why would you do that? But this time it was like survival of the fittest. Someone's got to win, someone's got to lose. And so I grabbed the big pot and I took off running towards the fence. In my mind, I was going to make it towards the fence. If he so happened to get too close to me, I would have just swung the pot and then jumped the fence. So I took off running and I ran towards the fence and I'm running like halfway there. I'm like, okay, I'm going to make it. And then I started to hear the pitter patter of little feet. Yes, I did. I heard it. And I thought, oh my God, what's going to happen? So I ran. I heard him. You know how you can hear it getting closer and closer? It was a big yard too, guys. And so I'm running, but I knew like I could do the math in my head. Like I could make this fence. So I didn't need to stop and swing. So I dropped the pot and I hopped the fence. Okay, I don't know how I did it in a dress, but I made it work. I hopped the fence. When I turned around, he was right there, just barking at me. And I said, oh my God. You know how all that adrenaline pumping? It was like, it was all rushing. in like 10 seconds, I was like, oh my God. Like I could breathe for a second. So I got myself together. I said, the dog is inside the fence. I'm alive. And I went and sat in my car. And I needed to take a minute. I needed to woosah and get my life together, okay? So as I'm sitting there woosahing, I see a lady come from around the backyard. But she was outside the fence. And she comes and she's like, hey, right? So I'm in the car like, who is this lady? I'm trying to get myself together. I can't talk to you right now. And so she just stands there, which I knew obviously was her house. And I got out of the car and I introduced myself. And she said, oh, why didn't you tell me you were coming? I would have put the dog away. And I said, of course, I told your husband I was coming. And she said, oh, he didn't tell me. I would have put the dog away. And I said, it's okay. Don't worry about it. All is well. At this point, I'm ready to do the signing because I'm already here. I got chased by a dog. I need to get paid for my time, right? And so she was like apologizing and apologizing. And then, Lord and behold, the husband comes out of the house. Now I'm wondering, were you watching me the whole time? Was it a show? Was it funny to you? I don't know. Anyway, the husband comes out of the house. I know he heard me. You had to have heard me kicking on the door, but it's okay. He comes out of the house and he's like, hey, what's going on out here? And the wife says, oh, you didn't put the dog up and this, that, and the third. And so I think she grabs the dog and takes the dog to the back and puts him up. And I'm still outside the fence. So we start walking into the fence and he's like, how'd that pot get over there, right? The flower pot. He's like, how'd the pot get in the yard? At this point, I'm still not calm yet. Okay, I'm still like hyperventilating. And I said, well, your dog was trying to attack me. And so my plan, y'all know what my plan was. I told what my plan was to do with the pot. And they bust out laughing, right? They bust out laughing. And the husband picks the pot up and he is like hysterically laughing. I don't know why he's laughing, but he's laughing hysterically. And the wife is like, why are you laughing? And he said, honey, do you know how heavy this pot is? And I was like, I said, I don't even know how heavy the pot is. At that point, I couldn't tell. When I picked it up, it felt really light. I think it was the adrenaline. But he was like, no, this pot is really heavy. And he said, you're trying to tell me you grabbed this pot and ran with it through the yard? I said, yes. And that's what I was gonna do, okay? So it was definitely a moment for me that I'll never forget. But I definitely tell all my signing agent students, if you can hear me right now, if there is a fence, shake the fence, make some noise. Let the dogs come out to you because you don't want to have to go through what I went through. Which I don't even know if he was going to attack me or not. They said it was a really nice dog, but I don't know. Anyway, just make sure you check the fence before you go into a closed fence so that if there is a dog, it'll come out to you and you won't have the problem that I had. But I made it and I survived in one piece. So that's a good thing. And my number one experience as a notary signing agent is actually when I performed some general notary work for a talent agency. I was really excited to get the phone call because I've seen the agency before in my community, but I never had actually gone to the building itself. So when I got a call from the assistant, I came into the building and you could see the set and all the children. They were actually doing a commercial for, I think it was like hot dogs or something. And it was so cute to see all the kids like getting ready. And they were all little. They were like 4 and 5. I think it might have been like the oldest might have been 8. And they were all dressed up in their outfits. And you could see the parents on the sidelines all super excited. And I was like, oh, I want my kids to do this. And then right when I said that, the assistant, started talking to me. And she said, well, how old are your kids? This, that, and the third. And then she basically talked to the director and gave me an invitation for my daughter to come out and actually audition for another commercial, which is really exciting. I love being a notary signing agent because you get to meet so many people. You meet so many people, you get to go so many places, and that opportunity may have never happened if I did not get the call to complete those notary documents for them. So when I told my daughter, she was super excited. I was super excited to tell her that I want you to be on TV. So it was really fun, and I love that. That's one of the number one things that I love about being a notary signing agent is the people and the experiences. So that's my top 5 most memorable experiences working as a notary signing agent. And if you're on the fence about getting into this business, let me tell you one pro is that you'll always have interesting stories to share with your friends and family about your notary signing appointments. That's for sure. For more training, visit me online at NOTARY2NOTARY.com and make sure you follow us on all our social media platforms to stay up to date on all the new and exciting content that we're posting. Until next time, happy signing!